Alright folks, as I told you this week, we're draining our coolant. We're taking a different approach from our previous weeks. This week, we're going to drain our coolant from the lowest point on the block. 1 gallon at a time, try to catch it, reuse it if at all possible. As you can see, my coolant's draining into my container. If you're crafty enough, you can get multiple drain buckets going at once. For instance, I have the radiator draining, and I have the side of the block draining at the same time. Before we remove our heads, we'll need to remove some accessories such as our distributor, intake manifold, thermostat housing, and radiator hoses. Also, we'll need to remove our valve covers and any other accessories that may be in the way. Given this is a budget build, I'm going to remove as much as I can without breaking it, and try to salvage it later. Use all the money I can from parts not used to build my project. Next, we're going to start removing our valve covers. Not all vehicles are the same. This one has only got 4 bolts fastening it in. 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Easy does it. Next, I'll be removing all the intake bolts on the top of the intake. I'll fast forward this because it gets to be a little tedious. Myself, I started on the right, and I worked my way to the left. You can do either or, because it really doesn't matter. Once all the bolts are loose, pull them out with your fingers, and follow it up with a good love tap to break it loose. Followed by a little pry. And off with the intake. Next, we'll be removing all of our rocker arms. These bolts can be very long-winded due to the fine threads they offer you, so I'm going to speed this up for your entertainment. While you're removing these long-winded nuts, begin to think about a place you're going to put all this stuff. Put it in a nice orderly fashion, so when reassembling, you make sure to put it in the same order. Typically, it's a good idea to use the same push rods with the same rocker. Keep all your nuts in the same place, if at all possible. Next, we're going to break the head bolts loose. Since we've got everything removed, it's the best time. These don't really matter what fashion you break them loose in. Just make sure you break them all loose and get them good and loose, because they will kind of snug up as you loosen the rest of them. These ones I am taking out are ARP head bolts, so I'll be reusing them. Alright folks, well, as you can see, we've removed the cylinder head from the engine. We've got one more to do. Got a dipstick tube, a bunch of little stuff. For the most part, this is going to put us at an end for Project Apache until I can gather more parts and get ready for the next step. If you guys have any questions, comments, or maybe an idea, please don't forget to put it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.